Hello, yeah, it's another Commands of the Codes video. This one being done at some ridiculous hour in the morning. 20 to 8. And I haven't even been to bed yet, so I'm not exactly at my sharpest, shall we say. But nevertheless, I'm here anyway. And I'm basically, all I'm doing is just killing time in the game now, waiting for 1.3 to go live. Like everybody, including Frontier Developments themselves, I have no idea when it is actually going to go live. So in the meantime, I am essentially just grinding away, trying to get as many credits as I can before it starts. Now, I'll begin with a look at the stats. And the first thing that might strike you is that my balance is currently showing at 92,120,380. That is a tad exaggerated because of my current loadout. I've refitted my ship. I'll show you. In fact, I'll show you that first of all. No changes here. Actually, I'll tell a lie, there is one change. I boosted my kill warrant scanner to a C0. Or C, I should say. So it now has a 3.5 kilometre range. That is the only difference. Everything else here is the same, including the mining laser. But it's in the internals where everything changes. All of top stuff here, power plant thrusters, blah de blah de blah, are all as they were until you get to this top internal compartment, which used to be my shield generator. Where's it gone? In fact, the shield generator is now right the way down here. I have a class 5. Naturally an A5, but nevertheless it's still only a class 5. So, the E7 spaces, or rather the Class 7 space, is now taken up with a 128 ton cargo rack. All the rest are, they're full of cargo racks. This space here used to have the refinery. That's gone for more cargo capacity, and these bottom two used to be my 2 scanners for exploration, and amazingly they've gone for cargo racks as well. The net result is that my max cargo capacity is now 436 tons, which ain't bad at all. So that is my ship loadout, which is currently, well, I'm sure you really don't need me to tell you, it's loaded out for trade. Nevertheless, there's probably some who may need it explained, so that's why it's been done. It has reduced my rebuy costs a fair bit. They were getting, well, they were over 17 million, so by refitting it to that, I've dropped them by 1.5 million. Nevertheless, 15.5 million is still a fair old amount. Right, anyway, none of my ranks or reputations have changed. That's because I'm still playing 1.2. Reputations will certainly be changing in 1.3. So, no change there. Oh, by the way, if you happen to find yourself in the Het, there's now another war going on here. Civil war between the Het services and patrons of law. You won't see it on the map because it's a fair old distance away. It's somewhere around the Het 4 and the Het 5, which is where it was last time there was a civil war here. So you need to get to less than 1,000 light seconds from either of those planets before you'll see the conflict zone. But they are out there. No, I'm not bothering with that this time around. Now my stats have changed quite a bit. Well, yeah, they have changed quite a bit. So current assets have passed $500 million, so we're up to 506.9 million. Credit spent on ships is at 377.4 million. That hasn't changed for a fair while now. Credit spent on outfitting has skyrocketed to 1.6 billion. That's because of when I keep changing my you know, the refit on the ship, where every time I do that, the amount spent on outfitting shoots up. Because of course, for one thing, just buying back the A7 shield generator alone bumps it up by over 50 million. So yeah, it's massively exaggerated, but nevertheless, I spent 1.6 billion according to this. Credit spent on repairs at 12.7 million. Fuel is at 1.9 million. Munitions at 1.1 million. Insurance claims hasn't changed for a fair while. Still just 2. Still 2 more than I would like. Total claims costs is a hell of a lot more than I would like. So no change there. Combat bounties claimed has gone up to 4,652, 129.9 million made from that, and combat bonds has gone up as well to 1,888. So profit from combat bonds is now up to 34.6 million. Assassinations, profits and highest single reward and all that hasn't changed for a while. Neither has crime, neither has smuggling. Trading is where it has really changed. Market nav value is up to 162. Trading profit is 277.7 million, so I'm now well below 100 million before I reach the broker rank with trading. I have traded 334,128 commodities. Average profit is shooting up again, 147,834. That is thanks to my refit. I'll do a return trip and show you why. Well, I'll show you exactly why. High single transaction, 789,350. That hasn't changed for a while. Neither is mining, largely due to the fact that I don't have the refinery fitted at the moment. And exploration, even though I haven't actually done anything and I haven't really gone anywhere, I have still made some improvements there. In fact, I've done 3 I can't remember the fucking word because I'm half asleep, but I've done 3 of them anyway, wherever they are. So systems visited, I broke the 1800 mark there, so 1,810 in total. Profits from exploration, I broke the 18 million barrier there, so only just. And level 2 detailed scans, I broke the 3,200 barrier without one, again only just, 3,201. Nevertheless, that's 3 milestones. That's the word I was looking for. 3 milestones reached. Nothing's changed in permits. It's still 12 of them that I've got. By the looks of it, it's going to be a fair old while before I get any more. In fact, the rate I'm going, the next permit I'm likely to get is the Founders World, old Shinraza Desra or whatever it's called. Because well, I've just not really been bothering trying to get any other permits, and well, once 1.3 goes live, I get the feeling it's going to be even more difficult to get them. So yeah, bollocks to it. And that's it as far as my stats go. So let's set our course. It doesn't take a genius to figure out where I'm going. But before we go, let's actually put our cargo on board. So because I'm going to the old favourite of Shadowplay, it is advanced catalyzers again, and buying 436 tonnes of them costs more than 1 million. So you're paying out a fair bit.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
I'm sure you all know the drill by now when it comes to setting off for this one. There are a few regular viewers of my videos now who have taken to using the Nahet to Shadowplay route almost as often as I do.
Scan detected. Frameshift drive charging.
No point trying to scoot for fuel because I haven't got the fuel scoop fitted now. Now all of these major stations here, Abe, Baylock, Lee and Bierman, they're all offering pretty much the same price for advanced catalyzers, and their selling price for gold is all the same. So it doesn't really matter which station you go to. For some reason I'm currently in the habit of going to Lee station. No, I don't know why. Especially as Egg Dock and Baylog Dock and what have you are both closer. It's not as if I'm having to go a hell of a long way. I mean, it's not even 60 light seconds away. So it's ridiculously close. And yet there are at least 2 other stations that are even closer to your entry point than this one. A rather uneventful journey, that one. And compared to some entrances I made into normal flight around this station, that one was alright. There have been several occasions where it's sent me right at the back of the station, and I've been bloody close to the they're not solar panels, but whatever they are, it put me bloody close to them. almost overshot the
Landing gear deployed.
landing pad because I was sneezing like I couldn't. So now I'm having to literally nosedive onto the pad. For fuck's sake. There we go. Alright.
Engines disengaged.
Well, we'll go through the usual routine, see if they want anything on the bulletin board. Any of them want my advanced catalyzers? It looks like the answer is no, which is hardly surprising. They never do seem that eager for them, even though the demand is extremely high. So 884 per tonne on that lot, which is the usual profit margin, so 385,424 just on advanced catalyzers. I'll take that. Right, now gold is the usual price, 8,825. So 436 tonnes of that means that I am paying just shy of 3.9 million for this cargo for this trip. So let's set course again and let's piss off.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Fuck it, might as well light up another fag while we're doing this. I'll warn you, there's a rant on the way.
1. Engage.
So I think when we're on our way to Source and Orbital, that should give me plenty of time to rant away like a deranged maniac. Right. Friend requests. It's not like I've kept it a secret that if I don't know you and you don't bother telling me who you are by writing a comment on my vids, I'm not going to accept your friend request. I've said it fuck knows how many times. So this Vasily to Bile, I probably said that wrong, but anyway, he's been there for a fair while. Not heard a word from him. And the fact that he's somebody who seems to be using a number in place of a letter means I think he's a cunt anyway. So, bye-bye to you. Now, Zeho. If you watched or tried to watch my last what do you call it, Twitch broadcast, which was so shite in fact that I didn't even bother exporting it to YouTube. Hang on a sec, I've got to slow down. You will have seen that I deleted Zeho from my friend requests because he had been up there for over a week and had not made any attempt whatsoever to let me know who he is. So I deleted him. Now, Mr. Zeho, if you are watching this, if I delete you from your friend requests because you haven't bothered to tell me who you are, that does not mean that 24 hours later you go and send it again. So, bye bye. And if you send another, I'm gonna block you. And it doesn't end there. Yesterday I had another request from Zeho, this time on my Steam account. Now I am even more weary about adding people I don't know on my Steam account than I am on this. In fact, I simply don't do it. If I don't know you on Steam, I do not accept. End of. Steam is so fucking dodgy, it's not even remotely secure. There are fuck knows how many people who use dodgy accounts just to try and get, you know, other people's account information. So if I don't know you, forget it. So yeah, so I got a request from him on Steam as well. Needless to say, that was ignored. So I have no idea who Zeho is. And after pulling that little stunt of sending me another friend request less than 24 hours after I had cancelled his first one, I don't want to know him. And like I say, if you are watching this one, Mr. Zeho, you had over a week to let me know who you were before I deleted the first one. You didn't bother, so I am not going to bother adding you. And like I say, you send it again, I'll just block you. So stop wasting your time. I've already got like 40 people on my Elite Dangerous friends list, and at least 2/3 of those people haven't been online playing the game for fuck knows how long. So I don't really see the point in adding too many more. Nevertheless, if you at least let me know who you are by commenting on a video, I will add it. But if you can't be bothered, neither can I. That is far from the first time I have said that. And in fact, I'm so sick of it that now, if you don't let me know who you are on the video comments before you send it, and therefore I'm not expecting it, I'll just delete it on site. Call me a cunt for doing it, I don't care. I'll call you a cunt for sending it when it wasn't wanted in the first place. Right, rant over. Let's check the old bulletin board again. Nope, they don't want it. So we shall sell for 1,474 profit per ton, which means that return trip has made me a profit of 642,664. Or, to put it another way, one trip from here to Shapsugabus and back makes me over 1 million in profits. That is why my average trade amount is rising so sharply. And what's it up to now? So it's now to 148,223. So I'm getting ever closer to an average profit of 150,000, which I'll be more than happy with. So yes, doing this trading route is as interesting as watching paint dry. It's even less interesting than watching this video, but nevertheless, in the long term, I will actually be semi-glad that I did it, because I'll have a decent amount of credits. Whether or not those credits will last, I don't know, because as soon as I have enough, I'll get the A-rated thrusters, and then we'll have effectively all but finished upgrading this Anaconda, and then everything else that I get will be down to well, just used for whatever I fancy. So there you go. That's my Anaconda in full trade trim. That's also the end of this far from inspiring video. So this is Commander Corsair saying, go away.